Incredibly, we are now just a few weeks away from the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2. As someone that games on PC, not being able to play the first game in a series was a huge downer. However, though there's no official confirmation yet about a PC version, we're almost sure at this point that at some point in time, Red Dead Redemption 2 will indeed grace PC gaming. While just about anything Rockstar makes is cause for celebration, we're particularly interested here in the massive overhaul to the technical aspects. The world has come a long way since 2010, 1.5 console generations in fact, and Rockstar's own Rage engine, with its humble origins in Rockstar Games Presents Table Tennis, came into its own as one of the most technically accomplished open-world game engines, reaching for the stratosphere with Grand Theft Auto 5. With the 7th gen well behind us, Rockstar is no longer constrained in its vision by 2005 era hardware. If the trailers we've seen are anything to go by, the outcome is astonishing in Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a massive leap in fidelity and world simulation across the board, well beyond anything that we saw in GTA5, and arguably well beyond any open world title of this scale to date. In this first part of a 3-part series, we're going to have a look at key changes to the engine since Grand Theft Auto 5. Lighting and materials. Lighting and material design are key areas in which Rockstar has made progress, and boy does it show. Volumetric lighting played a huge role in GTA 5's visual package, and these effects are abundant in all of Red Dead Redemption 2's trailers to even greater effect. A great example is seen in the sunlit haze at 31 seconds in the first trailer. This greatly helps in adding to the atmosphere, whether it's beams of sunlight struggling through a billowing cloud of dust or volumes of light cast by lanterns. Another area of progress is in material rendering. Physically based rendering makes its debut in the Rage engine. As PBR is intrinsically tied to the artwork flow, materials have to have light reflectance set per material while they're being created. It never made the cut in GTA 5 owing to that title's last gen roots. However, as Red Dead Redemption 2 has been built from the ground up for 8th gen, PBR-based materials are an important aspect of the game's visual makeup. The close-up shot at 2 minutes and 46 seconds in the second gameplay trailer amply demonstrates Rockstar's excellent implementation of physically based materials. The dull trouser material contrasts sharply with the sheen of the leather holster and bullets. Key upgrades from GTA 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a game with 7th gen roots, and while it pushed beyond the limits of what most would expect from either the Xbox 360 or PS3, certain fundamental limitations do show through, even in the next gen reworkings of the game. For starters, polygon counts and mesh complexity are decidedly last gen. This is most evident in character models. While certainly detailed if you go by 7th gen standards, most 8th gen titles, including other open world games, have character models that are far more complex than those of Michael, Trevor, or Franklin. Red Dead Redemption 2's trailers showcase far more detailed character models than seen in any previous Rockstar titles. A close-up shot at 3 minutes and 50 seconds in the first trailer demonstrates the vastly increased model complexity, while also showing off Red Dead Redemption 2's use of subsurface scattering on skin. Incidental details like the folds in the character's bow tie are modeled fully here. And unlike in LA Noire, where Rockstar utilized photorealistic facial scanning tech, the highly detailed face models here are complemented by equally detailed bodies. Another key improvement over GTA 5 is in anti-aliasing. GTA 5 made use of FXAA on console, with PC gamers getting the option of MSAA or TXAA, only for Nvidia users, or a combination. Resolution scaling was also on the cards. Apart from the latter, none of these options were particularly effective at combating aliasing, and resolution scaling is just not practical. With Red Dead Redemption 2, a further issue crops up. The outdoor setting means a lot of transparencies to be rendered. Applying anti-aliasing to grass and leaves is always challenging. Going by the trailers, however, Temporal AA, now a near standard for console releases, is in effect. However, artifacts are evident in hair. A relatively cheap temporal solution is key to getting the game to look and run well on console hardware, and this does have its limits. World building. Red Dead Redemption 2 takes the setting away from the dense urban locales of GTA 5, replacing them with vast outdoor environments. Nevertheless, character-laden scenes are quite common, especially in towns. In the first trailer, at 44 seconds, nearly 20 NPCs are seen on screen at a single time. When it comes to the outdoors, however, there's a clear evolution on display compared to earlier outings. Rockstar experimented with forested areas and greenery in GTA 5's well-realized Blaine County. Red Dead Redemption 2's environments are significantly more diverse, if the trailers are anything to go by. Everything from snowy mountains to deserts to swamps. The volumetric lighting we'd mentioned earlier plays a big role in evoking a sense of place in each location. Moreover, grass and tree density has been increased in comparison to GTA 5, resulting in lusher, denser exteriors. The use of physically based materials contributes a lot to the environmental design. Trees, of which there are many, just look right due to the use of physically accurate bark textures. PBR is showcased in other more subtle ways as well. For example, the sheen of moonlight on swamp mud at 4 minutes and 51 seconds in the first trailer is a great example of this. And lastly, there is an exceptional degree of focus on incidental detail that really brings atmosphere front and center. For instance, brushing down your horse yields tiny puffs of dust, along with animations for individual strands of horsehair. In snowy areas, one particular highlight is the way the snow is displaced in real time as you trudge through it, a trick first seen in Assassin's Creed 3 and then later in current-gen games. A degree of environmental destructibility is also on offer, with the wooden carriage splintering realistically at 2 minutes and 22 seconds in the first trailer. To an extent, the increase in detail is driven by necessity. GTA 5 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC introduced us to the first-person perspective. Many assets had to be redesigned from scratch and pass muster visually from up close. Red Dead Redemption 2 brings back the first-person perspective. As a result, all the action, from gunslinging to hunting, has to pass close scrutiny. The limited first-person segments showcased toward the end of the first trailer indicate that quite a bit of attention has been lavished on getting first-person animations done right, so that the game is every bit as immersive, whichever perspective you play from. Watch this space, we're soon going to be updating you with the second part, where we're going to focus on in-game physics, animation, wildlife, and more. And that wraps it up. If you like what we're doing, please consider subscribing to our channel. We upload new videos daily. Also, don't forget to switch on the bell notification icon, that way you don't miss out on any of our videos.